So this morning I got called up to a bunch of clients in Sandusky, north of us. I'm thinking it was a power outage or whatever. Anyways, a whole bunch of clients went offline, and it was the first one that called and said, hey, server is not working, da 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 da. I look at my list of connected computers, and I'm like, oh my god, every one of my Sandusky clients was offline. And then about 20 minutes later, I noticed my Norwalk clients went off and my Monroeville clients went off. I'm going, what the heck? So anyways, I sent off a quick message to all of my clients, and I said, hey, check your internet connections, make sure your computers are up and running. If they're not working properly and you need my assistance, give me a call. If things are working well, let me know. And then I left to go do my service call to get this computer up and running. So it came to an interesting thing with this client that one computer out of all of them just would not sign on. Every time they put their username or their user password into the computer, it would blue screen. And of course, she had already left to go do some errands for the business, so I wasn't able to talk to her to tell her to try a couple of different things other than a quick message to her on the phone saying, hey, I'm on the way. But I thought I would bring up this because sometimes this helps in fixing a computer. This is called safe mode. You may have heard me use it a couple of times before, but it's a way of getting into your computer. So I'm going to trigger safe mode on this virtual machine. You may see it if your computer is having problems with the blue screen of death. It pops up and gives you the frowny face, and then it gives you a couple of options for recovery, and one of them is see advanced options. That's where you'll want to go. But since this is not having any problems, I'll have to trigger it. So to get into safe mode from just your regular desktop, you're going to hold and press the left shift key down. And make sure I say that correctly so I don't get dinged. Hold and press the left shift key down. And then go to your Windows icon over here in the lower left-hand corner. And you click it. And then you go to your power options. And you click that. And then you're going to click restart while holding the left shift key down. So you'll see this kind of change. What this does is it triggers the computer to going into kind of like a diagnostic mode, which is where we do a lot of our work on computers. Hold that thought, I got a phone call. So it was just a solicitor who was calling, So anyways, the computer is still doing the restart. I caught it short enough time, so this is basically the black screen, or when your computer restarts, you normally see your logo, and then you come up to this choose an option. Again, if your computer has done the blue screen of death and it gives you recovery options, and one of the options is choose advanced recovery options or choose advanced settings, this is where you want to go, and it will bring you to this. And so here you go into Troubleshoot. And you go into advanced options, and you go into startup settings. This is how you get to safe mode. As you can see, the old safe mode from the days of, I think it was pressing F8 to trigger it. Can't do it on Windows 8 and can't do it on Windows 10 unless you do this. So there's enable safe mode, but you don't get to click it now. You do the restart now, and the computer will restart again. When it boots up, it's going to give you several options. So now we'll just wait for it to restart. And there's your startup option. So enabling debug mode, enabling boot logger, low resolution. But number 4 is what you're really looking for here. So we're going to go into option number 4, which is boot up my computer with minimum device drivers, no internet. And what tends to happen is if a computer will successfully boot up this way, but it wouldn't boot the other way, usually booting into safe mode without networking corrects minor problems. And then once you're successfully into safe mode and everything pops up, hey, this is safe mode, I mean, you can check some things if you want to. If you've seen previous videos, you know where to check some things. But other than that, usually you just immediately restart the computer and it goes right into your desktop. Now, if it blue screens again after doing this step, give me a call. Unless you're going to do it yourself, give me a call. We will be glad to fix it. Usually it's a corruption in the operating system or something of that nature, but this is a simple check to make the computer self-correct itself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the problem is more extensive than what the auto correction can do. So again, we're coming into safe mode on the virtual machine here. Notice the screen is smaller because the video drivers are not working. It's running in basic settings, and basic settings I think is 1080 by, was it 1080 or 800 by 600 or 1024 by 768, something like that. It's a smaller screen, but you'll know you're in safe mode because you can see where it says safe mode here, and your Windows build, and you know, your screen is usually looks a little different, but this is safe mode. And from here, generally, and of course there is no internet because I told it not to, so then the internet's not working. So if from here, if you needed to check your hard drive or check your RAM or check your settings, you can. But most everyone who gets to this point, who are not techie people, if you can get to here, restart your computer and it should take you right back into your desktop at this point. So again, you just go down to your start window, hit there, do a restart. If there was a problem with startup, this may fix it. Just a way, like I said, of showing you. And it was just one of those things that I was at a client's office today to fix a problem. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I said, well, that's a problem with the network card. I knew exactly what it was. She was signing in, she was putting her password in, it would get to her desktop and it crashed. Blue screen of death, the frowny face. So I triggered this particular process and went into safe mode. It booted up successfully in safe mode, so I knew that at that point it had self-corrected. Once it had self-corrected, I restarted the computer, logged in, and there she was, back to the desktop. So hopefully this helps you if you need to do a quick thing. This way you don't have to call me every 5 minutes, you know, with a minor problem. So, but give this a try. If you get that blue screen of death, give this a try. And like I said, if you get the blue screen of death, it's not going to work exactly like this. You're going to look for advanced options, and then from advanced options, you're going to go into troubleshoot this PC, and then it's going to be startup setup, and then the computer restarts, and then you get the option to go into safe mode. And like I said, safe mode number 4 is without the network interface, and that's what you want to do for a self-repair. And if it successfully boots to that without a problem, restart the computer and see if it will go back to your desktop like this. If it does not, like I said, you're probably going to have to call me, and then we can diagnose this and fix it for you. So if you need our help, there's a phone number there, there's our address. Give us a call. We'll be glad to take care of you. If you found this video useful, like I said, give that big thumbs up. Share it with friends, family, and social media. Subscribe to the channel for future information or future videos. There's our Facebook page if you want to go see us on Facebook. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.